Now let's go to more Ramadan talks. Well, here in TVRI World, we've been interviewing our diaspora from around the world to see how they've been fasting and what it's like to live abroad. So now we have Intan on Zoom right now. Hello, Intan in Osaka. Ohayo gozaimasu.
Ohayo gozaimasu,
Ohayo
Intan.
gozaimasu.
Well, Intan, first of all, can you please share with us what brings you to Osaka and what are you studying now?
Yeah, so hello, good morning, everyone from Osaka. Now I'm a student at the Osaka University and my major in physics. Actually, I'm pursuing my master, then continue for my PhD.
Wow.
Wow. Can you tell us what exactly are you studying right now in Osaka University?
Yeah, I'm studying physics.
Physics for master's
Yes.
and PhD. Okay.
How did you decide to go to Osaka, Japan, Intan, to study physics? I mean, wow, that's a big load right there. Tell us the story.
Yeah, so long story short, my bachelor was applied physics, and then when I find one of the books to find the next education, and then I figure out that my study, which is focused on the photonics, it is good at the Osaka University because it has the photonics center and also a students chapter organizations, which is called SPIE. So I think it is a good choice to continue my study here in Osaka.
Okay, obviously you've done your research on which education would be most suitable for you. But may we also know where are you from exactly in Indonesia and how long have you stayed there in Japan?
Yeah, I was born and raised in Surabaya, East Java. And then I came to Japan like 2 years ago because of the COVID-19. So I just started my overseas journey 2 years ago.
So 2 years ago. Now, out of curiosity, Intan, do you speak Japanese at all when you go there? And how has your studying experience been? I mean, like Japanese is a very difficult language
That's true.
to learn. And do you study in Japanese or in English? Tell us.
Yeah. So fortunately, my program in university is mostly in English. So we don't need to talk in Japanese, but of course we need the Japanese language to daily conversation, for example, to buy something in a supermarket and so on. So I just study a little Japanese for daily conversation to survive.
Or body language, Intan. That's what tourists usually do.
That's true. I was just imagining how hard it would be to learn physics in Japanese. I mean, for me, just learning physics itself is hard.
It's hard,
So,
same.
Intan, hats off to you.
Yes.
Now, please tell us more about your unique Ramadan experience. As you've mentioned before, you've spent 2 years there, so this is not your first time fasting in Osaka, Japan. But so far, what has been the biggest challenges in adapting to this new environment?
Well, it's very interesting, yeah, quite challenging because when I was a first timer fasting in Japan, I worried about how hard it would be. So my first day in Japan was actually the first Ramadan. And I didn't know anything about the country, the culture, also didn't have any idea where to find halal food around me. And as we know that it's totally different from Indonesia, which the majority of people are Muslims. But here in Japan, we have to find some communities. So I found that there's an Indonesian students community called PPI Osaka Nara who always take care of newcomers. So we could adapt very well. And also, our seniors are also very kind-hearted, and they told us where to buy halal food and how to do some religion-related rituals in Japan, especially in Osaka.
I mean, Japanese are very famous for their kindness. You know,
Yes.
they go all out when they want to help
Yeah.
you. If you go to the streets and if you ask them where is the toilet, they will actually not
Take you
just
to the
direct you,
toilet,
but take you
yeah.
to the toilet. Exactly.
Yeah,
Intan,
yeah.
can you please also share with us how supportive is the Indonesian community as well as the Japanese students there? Is there any gathering events happening to do your iftar in the evening? Tell us more.
Yeah, so the Indonesian community is very big in Osaka. We usually gather for iftar in the mosque, and there are also another communities such as from other countries, Egypt, Bangladesh, Malaysia, and the others. And we serve the food which represent each country. And it is a good thing actually, so we can share some delicious dish from other countries to increase the togetherness.
Oh, that's exciting.
And
So
about it, yeah.
it's like a melting
Mm.
pot of Muslim cultures from different parts of the world, and you enjoy that together during iftar. So there's a mosque in Osaka, and that's where you gathered. Do you gather there often? And what is your other ritual for Ramadan, including for preparing your pre-dawn meals, your sahur? How do you do that? Do you prepare it yourself?
Yeah, so in my campus, the campus staff provide us a room for praying. It's not only open in a Ramadan, but it's open every day. It's there every day. So every Muslim students can use that room. And we have the iftar there and also the Tarawih prayers. So it's not very difficult to do the rituals. And for the sour or pre-dawn meals, um, we don't need to worry about that because every iftar time we have a lot of food. It's totally more than enough that we can eat at that time.
Okay.
So students usually bring our meal box and then put it
Oh.
inside, bring it home to sahur.
That's so cute, Intan. And we're looking at the video here of a lot of food, yummy food. Can you please share with us
Yep.
what kind of food you have experienced so far during iftar? Since it is a melting pot there, I'm
Yeah.
sure there are many varieties of desserts to try to. Tell us, is there anything unique so far that you've experienced during your fasting season there?
Oh, so many. It's very hard to choose one of them. But yeah, if I can choose one, every food from other countries are very delicious. Like biryani from South Asians, from Arabians. We are able to try each of them. So it is a good thing.
Okay, it seems like you have like a full buffet of Asian food throughout the
Exactly.
continent of Asia, right? Now, please excuse me for my next question, Intan, because it might get you a bit homesick, but I just want to know, as successful as you are adapting to your new hometown in Osaka, Japan, you're actually thriving, I would say, but there must be some things that you miss from Surabaya, especially about spending Ramadan month in Surabaya. What is the one thing that you miss the most, Intan?
The vibes of Ramadan in Surabaya is very, it's a thing that I missed a lot because we can see the decoration and also the most important thing is we can find takjil everywhere. You know,
We even have a war
like,
for it.
Yes, everybody loves
yeah.
it.
Okay, that's great, Intan. It's so good to hear from you. Do you have any messages that you want to share to your family and friends who lives in Indonesia and probably missing you at the moment?
Okay, so for everyone in Indonesia, so please try to have the Ramadan experience in other countries so you can understand how the vibes is and how it is great to be having some Muslim friends from other countries. That's it.
That's a great message.
Yeah, an eye-opening conversation we had here with Intan Dwi Kurniawati, a diaspora living in Osaka, Japan. Thank you so much for
Arigato
sharing your
gozaimasu.
morning with us. And enjoy the rest of your blissful Ramadan. Thank you,
Thank you,
Intan.
Intan.